What's happening, man? What's happening? Welcome back to another quick drop. I'm making this video before I get my day started, before I go ahead and do everything I need to do. I want to make this video in response to somebody, Mr. Vargas. You want to know how can you do this for yourself? Alright, judging by your name, I don't know for sure. You ain't got no profile picture, but your name kind of sound like you're Mexican or Hispanic. So how you can do this for yourself, I don't know if you mean how can you get this knowledge, how can you get this information, or how can you get these documents, and how can you get this paperwork yourself. If you asking about the information, I don't know what people you come from, so I can't really tell you how you can get those documents, because those documents would not do you any justice. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a document for our people, the Moorish people. The Moorish people are made up of indigenous tribes, the indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? I am Cherokee and Blackfoot Indian. Okay. So like that, I fall. Our people fall up under that. That's who we are. So I can't tell you how to get that information, because if you're Mexican, then you're not. Even though our stories are somewhat similar, but they are very different. You know what I'm saying? They kind of did to y'all what they did to us. The difference between y'all and us is y'all are more, and this is just if you are Hispanic, y'all are more in tune and innate with who you are and what y'all come from. Y'all got a whole country to y'allself. Motherfuckers go over there to get around y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, to get that information, you got to talk to your people. You got to get in. You know what I'm saying? Get in communication with your people. Get your history for yourself, for your people, and then you can go further into knowing how you can free yourself from the bondage that this government has on so-called U.S. citizens. Now, if you talking about how can you get those documents, let's say if you was or more, or if you was like me or whatever, and like I said, and that's just judging by the name. You ain't got no profile picture, so I don't know. So you could be, I don't know. But this is what a person would have to do to get them documents. For one, you would have to separate yourself from this government. And to do that, you would have to go downtown. You would have to file these petitions. You would have to get your EIN. And like everything in the video that he said, you have to get your EIN and all this. Now, all of these things come with a price.
Welcome to County Office, your ultimate guide to local government services and public records. Let's get started.
How to claim Moorish nationality. And to claim Moorish nationality, individuals may follow specific steps outlined by Moorish Science Temple of America. Firstly, one must declare their nationality as Moorish American. This declaration involves acknowledging Moorish descent and renouncing any former allegiances. Individuals may need to submit documentation, such as a Moorish nationality card, to formalize their status. It is essential to understand the legal implications and responsibilities that come with claiming Moorish nationality. Seeking guidance from legal professionals or organizations specializing in Moorish nationality can provide clarity on the process and requirements.
Like, when you separate yourself from this government, whatever assistance that you're getting, it's done. Because, you know what I'm saying, this is you separating yourself from their government. Now, granted, you pretty much already are. And this is the reason why they charge. This is the reason why a nigga will have to pay a fee to get essentially his freedom papers, is because all of us don't know this shit. So the ones of us that do know it, you got to pay for that. This is just another way for them to capitalize off of our ignorance and our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But it would be completely obsolete and pointless if we was all on this shit and we all knew this information and we all had access to this power and this knowledge. How you gonna when they made these documents, when they made these proclamations, they didn't put no charge on the native people to get that agreement, to get that treaty, to get that proclamation. They didn't put a charge on them. They let it be known. So why you gonna charge me because I know it and I'm trying to get proof? And all these papers, and like I said, I have these documents myself. Me personally, I feel like this, man. For me to pay for these documents and for me to separate myself, you know what I'm saying, like your name and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, like you have to get another name and all that. Like, all these papers are really good for is to show them that we know that they have no jurisdiction over us. But a lot of these judges and shit, they already know this. A lot of these lawyers and shit, they already know this. Some of these police officers already know this, but they capitalize, and you know what I'm saying, they capitalize off the fact that you don't know this shit. It's so many niggas that don't give a fuck. And the reason, like I told you, for you to get these documents and everything like that, you have to, you know what I'm saying, like I don't consider myself an American. I'm a native. That's the reason why most niggas are not even gonna go through the process, because too many niggas have became dependent on these people. You know what I'm saying? Once you go and do this, whatever assistance you're getting is done for. And this is why it's important for us to rebuild our communities, man, and take back our fucking communities, you know what I'm saying? And take back our identities, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We spending so much motherfucking time worried about the bullshit that they putting in front of our faces, and they putting that shit in front of our faces to keep us stupid. You got a bunch of niggas on this motherfucker talking about us dumb people on this channel and all this shit, and you niggas don't even have this information. How the fuck you gonna call somebody dumb because you don't know some shit? That's our problem. You know, one of the saddest things about black folks, nigga, is we'll deflect our ignorance on somebody else and call them stupid because we don't know some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's sad how niggas are just willing to lay down to arbitrary and tyrannical laws and shit just because it's all you know. So your mentality is there is nothing else. This is the way it is, and y'all niggas are stupid for believing it's any other way. You the fool. You are the fool, man. You the clown. You the clown. You the motherfucker that's gonna let a motherfucker come and violate you, of people that's not even from these lands. You'll let them dictate your life because that's all you know. Niggas talking about being peaceful and you being belligerent and unlawful. Nigga, have you looked around? Tell me something. Tell me what's lawful about anything that they are doing. I'll wait. Leave it in the fucking comments. Tell me what's lawful about anything they doing. They killing people through food, orchestrating and giving the green light to sex trafficking. Killing people for no reason, unarmed citizens, people that's paying taxes. Paying taxes in a place where you don't have to pay taxes.
Right now, at this very moment, I am taking advantage of being a non-citizen national. My form of identification is my passport book. This book allows me to be a traveler by air, land, and sea. Why would I need a driver's license? It says right here, the Secretary of State of the United States of America hereby requests all whom it may concern to permit the citizen/national of the United States named herein to pass without delay or hindrance, and in case of need, to give all lawful aid and protection. I don't need any other forms of identification. It just said that I can pass without hindrance. And now that I've filed my secure party creditor paperwork, I can sue up to $5 million to anyone who violates my legal demand notice. Now I can use forms like 1099A, pause and read. Also, Form 1099C, you can pause and read. As a non-citizen national, I also take advantage of tax treaties, so I don't have to pay taxes.
Look how far they have gone to keep this information from you. And look how easy it is for niggas to be like, that's bullshit. Look how easy it is for niggas to turn it away. But look how hard they work at hiding the information from you. And when you get the information, niggas say, man, that's some bullshit. You niggas are the epitome of everything they've done for the last hundreds of years. They methods work, and it's still working. But for people who really do want to know about how to become a free person like you are, you have to denounce this country, man. And like I said, a lot of help that they give, a lot of these services, these assistance services that they give will go away. You won't have no more access to none of it. You know what I'm saying? You won't have no more access to none of it. And that's why a lot of black folks won't let it go. That's why a lot of black folks will not let the hand of the white man go that's been spoon feeding them their freedom. Spoon feeding them what's already naturally theirs. It's spoon feeding them. Tablespoons, teaspoons. Here you go. A little taste of freedom. And niggas get it and think they the man. All these things that they tell you need, you don't need. It's only for they satisfaction, man. It's all about control. It's sad to see how many niggas are willing to be under another man's control. Let me get this perfectly clear. Being a sovereign citizen don't mean you got the green light to go and break all the laws in the world, nigga. It don't mean you got the green light to go and rape and steal, and it don't mean you got the right to go and do the things that they've been doing and still doing it. What it means is you are exempt to their laws. But listen, if you out here doing dumb shit, they is gonna come get your motherfucking ass. But see, this is the power of unity, nigga. If all of our people was together, the things that they out here doing, they would not be able to do. And that's just the bottom fucking line. This is the value in unity. This is the value in self-knowledge that you niggas disregard because you don't know it. But you will hold on to every lie that these motherfuckers done told you. Every lie. Even when you know it's a lie. Of people that everything that come out their mouth is a motherfucking lie, the very next time they open their mouth, you're going to be the first in line to listen up. You brainwashed, nigga. You niggas is brainwashed. But you got the nerve to call somebody else dumb. Listen, like I said, this information is out there. It's out there. All you got to do is go and do the research. All you got to do is take the steps. Like I said, it really all comes down to how far are you willing to go for your freedom. Because these people have no jurisdiction over you. But get it clear. Once you in their hands, they got your motherfucking ass. If you don't got paperwork and you in court trying to declare your sovereignty, it's not going to work for you, bro. If you don't have your paperwork in court trying to declare your sovereignty on the case that you done caught, it's not going to work for you, bro. It's not going to work for you. You have to already know what the fuck is going on. And you got to know how to deliver it. Just like seen in the video that niggas think is cap. But at the same time, the same niggas that say it's cap and it ain't real will lay down and let these people unlawfully violate them. That's the ironic part about you niggas that saying this shit is cap and this shit is dumb and all the people who are intrigued and the information is dumb and all that shit. These are motherfuckers that are deflecting their stupidity. And because they stupid, you supposed to be stupid too. This is a classic case of crabs in a bucket. Oh, no, we don't want you to come up out of this ignorance and confusion with us. Come on back down here with us and stay stupid and in bondage. That's all that is. Crabs in a bucket mentality, nigga. And they programmed you to have that attitude. This the same attitude. If you go on Threads, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and you go on a post of some niggas doing some shit, you go to the comments and you got a whole bunch of niggas that look just like them talking them down. You don't see no other race of people doing that but us. And that's not a coincidence. You niggas feed right into the manipulation. You sidetrack very easily by these distractions that they put in front of your face that have absolutely no importance at all. That's what you niggas is focused on. Because while they distracting you with this, they slide and this other shit right up under your ass. You didn't know nothing about it. So when you finish looking at this, now you got a surprise. Here you go, nigga. While your ass was deflected with that dumb shit, nigga, now this is the way of the world for you. Because you're under our subjection. You under our subjection because you don't know no motherfucking better. And you don't want to. You niggas that are making those comments are the very reason why I created this show. Because y'all some dumbass niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you niggas just keep feeding into it. I was just on Threads not too long ago. They showed a picture of, it had a picture of Nas and Jim Jones. And a lot of that shit be cap anyway. People, like, take time out of their day to create these scenarios to pin two niggas against each other. And niggas just feed into it. You know what I'm saying? There's another guy in the comments that said that he's surprised that, you know what I'm saying, YouTube allowed me to put this information up because they took his shit down. I don't know how. He said, you said they banned you for life. I don't know how they banned you for life and you were still able to make a comment. But that's another reason, though. Like I said, like, we need our own shit. All these people that y'all idolize, all these millionaires and these motherfucking celebrities, nigga, they got millions and billions of motherfucking dollars, but we still don't know. Why do we not have our own platform? All of this shit is about control. They control the content. They control the information. So if you put in certain kind of information, now they going to either mute your content, they going to limit the activity on that motherfucker, or they going to shut your page down. It's because it's their platform. But all of these videos that I add into the, like, if y'all go back and y'all look at the whole episode 14 of Dumbass Nigga Podcast, if y'all look at the whole episode, all of these clips of videos that I'm putting in are references for y'all to go back and dig up and do y'all own research, man. Don't just take my motherfucking word for it, because you free too.
You got two choices. You can attack them through violence, and you can attack them through money. Now, everybody's not afraid to kill each other, but we seem to be afraid to kill a clear and open enemy. So if you ain't gonna take them M16s, them Kalishnikovs, and all this other stuff that you rap about, killing each other with it, if you're not gonna take them to the streets, then at least to my rappers and my entertainers, help these people direct their money in a way. If you're gonna buy a Wingstop, ask if Rick Ross on it first. If you're gonna go to Chick-fil-A, just go to the one in Greenbrier on Camp Creek. But don't allow $1 of your money to leave your community again and to these dogs that ask for your vote, to these dogs that ask for your money, and to these dogs come begging for you to get back into their economic system. Don't you spend $1. If you're going to buy some hair, buy it out of a trunk from a black person.
The more you know, the more different you move, cuz. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of niggas that don't want to have no parts of this. And this is why niggas continue to try to be a part of their system. You want to be a part of everything these motherfuckers got going on. In that video, I don't know if that was they looked like I don't know what dude was in the back. He looked like he had Down syndrome or something, that motherfucker, though. But he didn't look like he was white. You know what I'm saying? But we got our own people in these organizations working against they own people, and they sit back idly and don't do shit. I had a conversation with a nigga the other day talking about some of these things, man, and the nigga was like, man, oh shit, well, it got to be more than just one person. It got to be more than one just person. You can't just have one. We gonna need a whole gang of motherfuckers to stand up and change this shit if you want it to change until the end. Shit, everybody else going to it, and you'll be surprised how many people are like that. In the past, every time they kill one of our leaders or one of our motherfucking soldiers, the people that was behind them, supporting them, what they do after they died? They laid down and complied. Because most motherfuckers just want somebody to hide behind. A lot of niggas is cowards, and motherfuckers is cowards, scared of cowards. These white folks ain't fucking with soldiers. These white folks is out here preying on the weak. You don't see them out there. All that. They out here shooting old ladies. You grab a woman on the whole other side of the room, grab the pot. You done shot this woman about 16, you done shot her in the face and all kinds of shit. She grabbed the pot off the stove. You weren't even close enough to get hurt by none of that. Like, they shooting unarmed people. People that's already in handcuffs. Like, they prey on the weak and on the stupid. They not fucking with soldiers. They cowards, man. And a lot of them don't know no fucking better. You seen the video. Because they've been taught one thing, that entitlement shit. And then once they get that badge and that motherfucking uniform on, man, their head is gone through the motherfucking roof. But your ignorance is what gives them their confidence and gives them the arrogance that you see in these videos with these police officers. They don't even know. Because they've been taught one thing. We been come out here to authority figures, you know what I'm saying? So that means you do what the fuck we say. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do as long as I got this badge and I got this skin tone, nigga. I'm exempt for this shit. But we've been sent here to put y'all motherfuckers in check. How you gonna put a motherfucker in check that you can't check? But this is why you gotta do your own research, man. You gotta do your own research. You gotta go and do that digging. This is your life, dude. This is your life. Your life. There's so many of us that just put our fate of our life in the hands of motherfuckers that don't want us alive anyway. And that's why I say, Mr. Vargas, I don't know if you, whatever you are, you know what I'm saying, but they treat y'all the same as they treat us. If you are Hispanic. And how many of your people are on the force of these motherfuckers violating us? And y'all. Motherfuckers don't think we can come together, but the people who they call minorities, that are not minorities at all. The minorities are the motherfuckers that are putting in place these confines, these constructs to keep us fucked up and keep us down and keep us oppressed. They the real minorities. We are not the minorities. So all the resources that they have, they stole. But it got to be a line drawn in the motherfucking sand somewhere. Because this shit is getting out of hand. It's been out of hand. But niggas don't care. It's not enough niggas who care. But I'm starting to see more and more people that are getting sick of the whole, you know what I'm saying, niggas want to see each other, niggas want to see other niggas down the drain mentality. I'm starting to see more and more people getting tired of that shit. Like, we getting tired of holding ourselves down. Of course, these white folks have done a number of different shit and still doing a number of different shit and planning on doing even more shit as long as we stay stuck on stupid. Just like that old saying goes, a motherfucker can only do what you allow them to do. All this shit has been taking place because we are allowing it to happen. They do some shit to us, we want to go and protest and talk about it. They didn't talk when they came and killed Breonna Taylor. When they shot Philando Castile in front of his kids for doing what they asked him to do, they didn't have nothing to say. How many other people? If you look up the list of black people who done been shot by the police unarmed, you'll be surprised by the size of their list. They ain't had nothing to say. But when they do it, we want to talk. We want to talk. That's what gives them even more confidence in their so-called power and authority. I just took some of yours and you want to come and have a conversation. Our people have been made so weak because all of that hate that they have for us, we've been conditioned to have that towards ourselves. All the time that we have spent taking down each other or getting at each other's throat, they've been strategizing against us and laughing in the process. They locking you up for shit that they doing on a daily basis. The war on drugs and all that bullshit, we ain't got no boats. We ain't no planes. We couldn't bring that bullshit over here. They put guns in our neighborhood. People are so fascinated with the whole Chicago drill scene, all that bullshit, and how they be getting all them guns. Like, you go back and look at any of them old bogus ass videos that they be having, but they be having real clips of them, you know what I'm saying, with some strange ass guns that most niggas ain't never seen. And motherfuckers be like, man, how the hell this nigga get an RPC 90? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know they drop crates and shit in Chicago. Crates full of guns. for the very reason that y'all are in love with, so they can kill each other. Why you think the police stay out of so? Why you think there's so many unsolved murders? On top of the fact that they scared of them niggas. Chicago police are scared of them niggas. But just imagine if we was to take that energy, come together, and put that energy towards the real motherfucking enemies, though.
Niggas fight the wrong shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga fight the wrong shit. Nigga won't come out here and slang iron and shit. Man, this black on black crime, nigga. The people the one who fucking over us.
We need to be fighting their ass.
We need to be pushing all that fucking energy, testosterone towards their ass.
No
you
bat.
You
No
know what I'm
bat.
saying?
Nope.
You won't fight. Fight these motherfucking people. These people hurting us, boy. These people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They having their way around this bitch.
Yeah.
And we can't do shit.
Man, let me tell you something. The whole reason why it was segregation in the beginning is because this government is for them. That niggas wanted to be a part of the white people's world, and now we stuck in this bubble of confusion and stupidity and the rat race of trying to keep up with the next motherfucker. We got us on motherfucking social media judging the next motherfucker, trying to live the next motherfucker life. It ain't your situation. Them ain't your circumstances. But you trying to live another nigga life through the motherfucking phone. You know what I'm saying? Instead of honing in on who you really is. A lot of niggas just go for this shit. Like that nigga was saying, man, we need more than just one. So basically, a lot of you niggas will never stand up because you feel like it ain't nobody else standing up with you. You scared to stand by yourself. I don't give a fuck if I was the only nigga that felt like this. Because I know I'm not. But if I was the only nigga that felt like this, I would still voice it. I would still stand on this shit. If I was the only nigga that knew this shit, I would still voice it. I would still stand on this shit. I'm not finna be quiet because ain't nobody else saying nothing. I'm gonna just not say nothing either and let these motherfuckers run my life. From the food that you eat to the history, the so-called history that they put in you in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like all of this shit down in your religion. You niggas don't question nothing. You just go with it. In this country, the Bible got 66 books. In other parts, it got 81. In that Bible, it say you shouldn't add nor take away. Now, if that's not a clear sign of adding or taking a motherfucking away, I don't know what it is. And with this being a country that's full of lies, you think they took some shit out and didn't put some shit in? Now, to all the people that are devoted to that book, I'm not saying the whole book is flawed. What I'm saying is it's been contaminated by man. You niggas don't even know who you praying to. You don't know who you praising. And when a motherfucker tell you that, hey, I believe in God, I just don't believe in man, you will tell the nigga, hey, you don't believe in God. So if that's the case, who you really praising? You praising man or you praising God? The God that they gave you. That's why so many contradictions in the book that say God is a jealous God and you can't serve more than one masters. And then it say obey your masters with an S. That's a clear contradiction. And that's not the only one. It's another scripture in the Bible that say you got to rightfully divide the word. I don't think people read deep enough into that. Because you really do got to know what to hold on to and what to let go of. Because these motherfuckers done put some shit in there for control. It's all it's about. It's about control. They didn't want you to know who you is so they can control you. They limit the activity on these posts because they want to control the knowledge that niggas is having. All the shit that we got our ass beat for getting an F in this subject, or you got an F on that test and the shit was a lie any motherfucking way. But what we do when we get grown and we have kids, we send our kids right to them same motherfucking institutions to get lied to again. They ain't talking about some bringing discipline back into schools. You know what that means, right? That means they gonna start killing niggas' kids at school. They gonna start violating niggas' kids at school. Another reason why we should have been and pulled our kids out of their schools. Why are we still sending our kids to them institutions? Why are we not homeschooling our kids? Because most niggas don't even have the knowledge to teach their damn self, let alone their motherfucking children. So what they do, they put it in the hands of the white man. You want to complain about it though. But you put your fate and your kids' fate in the hands of motherfuckers that want to see you done and dead. But to answer your question, Mr. Vargas, if you was the one to get those documents, that's what you would have to do. You would have to disown this government. You would have to go down there. You would have to file these petitions. You would have to get these documents paid for and all of that shit. Just like in the video, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you're not if you're not a native or indigenous, especially to these lands, you know what I'm saying, then those documents that he had really wouldn't do you any good. I can't tell you what documents that you need to go and try to find to establish your freedom from this, you know what I'm saying, from this shit, or your people. That's something that you would have to talk to your people about. It's another dude in the comments that said he want to know more. This is the reason why this is the reason why I started this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too many niggas that have no clue and don't care. If a nigga was to tell them, a nigga still go out here and let these police violate the shit out their ass. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because, well, bro told me about this shit, but man, I ain't seen nobody else do this shit, man. Consequences, I guess, man. But our consequences are not supposed to come from people who already want to see us down. What sense does that make? And you niggas just walk right into that shit. For anybody else that was wanting to know how you get those documents, those are the things that you would have to do. Those are the steps that you would have to take. Me personally, I don't feel, because I know the whole purpose of those documents, I don't feel like I should have to show you shit, because that's what those documents are basically saying is you have no jurisdiction over me. So if you have no jurisdiction over me, that means I also don't have to show you a motherfucking thing. I know who I am, know who you are. There's a lot of white folks, like I said, we weren't the only ones that was lied to. There's a reason why these white folks don't know this shit. Because they was taught that they are supreme and they're superior over motherfuckers. Now all you gotta do is get with the right people, and nigga, your word is in stone, nigga. You know? Even motherfuckers who do know these things, and when they are, you know what I'm saying, when they approach with a motherfucker who knows something, they still get mad because the nigga didn't follow their orders. They'll still mess around and do something to him. But it's because the nigga let them do it. Man, I'm not even having a conversation with you, bro. If you come up on me and I feel that energy, I'm going whatever direction I feel that energy is going. I'm finna get in front of that shit. I'm not finna wait for you. What I'm gonna wait for you for? You gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm waiting for them for? What are y'all niggas waiting for them for? Why are you waiting for another nigga to tell you if you free or not? Especially them. As much shit as we see on a daily basis, just get on any motherfucking platform. Get on YouTube, get on Instagram, get on Facebook, get on TikTok, any motherfucking platform. All the shit that we see them do and get a fuck away with in this system, and it still ain't dying on you niggas. That's what this is for. This shit got to be global. And every people that these motherfuckers done violated, we need to come together. Because that's going to be the only thing that's going to change the situation. And we don't need to just pinpoint ourselves in one spot. Because when we do that, they kill us all. It makes it easy for them. Like, think about Philadelphia bombing. Think about the Black Wall Street. Think about the places that they submerged underwater because they knew where motherfuckers was at. If you can't pinpoint where people is, man, because they gonna wind up killing their own if we don't do it first. But this is what they've been doing to us for hundreds of years, nigga. Not just the last 10, not just the last 20, not just the last 25. Hundreds of years they've been doing this shit. Niggas are still out there marching. Niggas are still out there protesting. You still out there complaining to motherfuckers who don't get no fuck. You complaining to the people who killed your people. And you complaining and crying to them like it's gonna move them or bring your people back. It ain't. Too many niggas are trying to fit in. How you gonna fit into anything and you don't even know yourself? You don't even know who you are. Imagine that shit, man. But, you know, like I said, this conversation can go on and on and on. But I gotta go ahead and get to my routine. You know what I'm saying? But If you ain't been tuning in, come back on in, man, and fuck with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? If you have, continue to. I appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Let's have these conversations, bro. Let's make this change. Because I'm tired of seeing niggas, you know what I'm saying, trying to cut each other's throat, man, for a certain status or position in society. Niggas is out here chasing an American dream, not even understanding that the American dream don't even include the American nigga. It don't even include you. Niggas think they got some money, you ain't got shit. Because when it come down to it and they get to banding together and trying to take nigga shit, when they come and take your shit, what you gonna do? Nothing. You ain't gonna fight. You gonna let them take it. So you don't have shit. If your people as a whole don't have nothing, I don't give a fuck how much you got. You don't have shit either, because they gonna come for you too. This is the power in unity, nigga. And this is the importance in unity that niggas can't seem to see the value in. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and stop, because I'm gonna fuck around and keep on going and going. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, y'all come on back and tune in to another episode of Dumbass Nigga Podcast. I got more to come, you know what I'm saying? So fuck with your boy. Man.